All right, everybody, hang tight with me on this one. As the title suggested, I'm going to show you where to find a treasure trove of buyer leads, not just any buyer leads, the right ones. Now, there are a lot of ways you can find buyer leads. You can spend a lot of money on Facebook advertising, Google AdWords. You can buy lists. You can hire ICAs. You can do tons of things, right? We're going to be a little bit more specific and strategic on this approach. And I want to share with you why these buyer leads are so dadgum important. First, let's talk about these leads. And before you kick off and go, oh my God, I don't want to work with those kind of people, you need to watch this whole video. These leads, if done properly, will yield a massive amount of cash in the form of closings for you guys. And you're going to find that your approach with this strategy is so much easier than what you've done in the past. So what lead am I talking about? FSBOs, for sale by owners. Do you know that most of the FSBOs, when their home sells, are going to be working with a realtor on the buy side? Do you know what most agents are doing right now when it comes to FSBOs? They're calling incessantly trying to get them to list, which is pissing them off and making them hate real estate agents. Well, what if you could backdoor into their home without the pressure of listing? What if you could become their friend? What if you could become their counselor, their advisor, their go-to if they have a question? Do you not think that would give you more weight with them when it comes to doing business? So our approach is going to be different than the average real estate agent's approach. But let's talk about why these are so powerful as buyers. For sale by owner, for the most part, they're not working with realtors, which means they're not working with agents on the buy side. They will stumble into that. And here's how it typically works. They get somebody to make an offer on the home and they're like, oh, we got to find our next home. So, or while their home's listed for sale, they're looking at homes on Zillow right now and homes that they want to buy, and they're clicking it and they're seeing that it's listed with an agent. And so they are calling the agent up, and the agent, if they're smart, yes, this home's available, but are you guys working with a buyer agent right? No. Well, do you mind? You're actually right now in your market losing FSBOs to listing agents who they are calling because they're getting information about their potential next home. That makes sense? I want you to reach out to them before they get to that point with a strategy that, quite frankly, I don't see anybody else. I don't see the other content creators teaching what I'm teaching you right now. That's why I want you to really pay attention and watch this whole thing. Share this with other realtors. Okay, let's get back. FSBOs are important because the majority of them are going to be buying a house once they're sells. And the majority of those will be working with a buyer agent. You need to be that agent. So let's talk about where to find these leads, first of all. So the first source you can go to, which is free, is Zillow. Just put in your county, right? Put in for sale. Go ahead and do whatever you want. But then you have to come here. Zillow's recently changed this. You got to go to the More tab and then make sure you're hitting buy owner and then apply. And in your county, all of the homes that are for sale by owner will basically show up right there. So if I want to come to this one and click it, it's going to tell me for sale by owner. It's going to give me all the information on the home. If I look down here, there is the phone number. And if I go ahead and copy the address and go check tax records, I can figure out who the owner of the home is. So now I've got their name, their address, and a phone number. Now we can reach out to them. Okay. That's one way to do it. I don't like to do that way because I also like to have a second way of communicating with them. And we're going to get into this in just a minute, how you reach out to them. But I also like to do some email campaigns. Well, I can't do that with Zillow, but on My Plus Leads, every day I'm getting for sale by owner data, expired, pre-foreclosure, and then neighborhood data. So today I had 5 FSBOs. Yesterday I had 13 FSBOs. Let me tell you, these FSBOs, the majority, about 80% of all of these numbers that I'm getting, all of these contacts, are going to have phone numbers and emails. That's why I pay a little bit of extra money for My Plus Leads, because I get the data, I get it like immediately, and I'm getting all the contact information. And if they have a social media presence, a good majority of these, if they do, and they're all over social media, I'll have their social media links. I think you can get where I'm going with this, right? So you can either use Zillow and get their mailing address, go find who owns the home, and then you got a cell phone. Now, what's really funny is even though they've got their cell phone listed on here, you don't know if it's on the do not call or not. That's a gray area with FSBOs. If they're putting their phone number out there, then you could make the argument. But I don't cold call people that other agents are calling with a similar offer. I just don't do it. All right, so guys, there we go. There's really two sources that you could use immediately to get the lead information. If you like the MyPlus leads, I'll give you a 30-day free trial. Take it for 29 days and cancel, right? I mean, I don't think you should when you see how powerful this tool is, but I'll drop a link below, get you a 30-day free trial and start getting your leads like tomorrow, right? Now, let's talk about what's going to happen when you get the lead. And this is the part I want to talk to you about before I share with you how I get my information to them. In this approach, you do not want to call the FSBO like a listing agent. My name is, I'm with, I notice your home is a for sale by owner, like, duh, they don't know it. When are you open to interviewing an aggressive agent to sell your home? I can expose your home to way more buyers, and typically for sale by owners actually sell their homes for less than if it were listed with an agent. Or it might go something like this. Hey, my name is, I'm with, I'm working with some buyers right now. I'd love to come preview your home to see if it's a good fit for the buyers, which is really another way of saying I want a listing appointment with you. And the FSBO is hearing that just time. So none of those agents doing that are separating themselves. They're all saying the same thing, right? And that's a war of attrition, because at some point, if that FSBO is tired and they want to list with an agent, they usually list with the next agent that calls with that same stupid script. So it does work, but you're going to be playing with everybody in the same field with the same message. Well, if everybody's over here doing this, I'm going to go over here and do this. So my first approach to a FSBO when I reach out to them, my message is, hey, listen, my name is, I'm with, I know that you're selling your home on your own right now. And I'm going to say something that you probably have not heard from a real estate agent. I think you should try and sell it on your own. I think that's a noble gesture. I think you should do it. I wanted you to know that I am different. If you have any questions, if you need any assistance, if you need anything like contact information on some good title companies, if you're buying a home, if you need some references for some mortgage lenders, if you need handymen to maybe do some repairs, if you've gotten some feedback, I would love to be a conduit to get you that information. Also, as a real estate agent, I have some incredible marketing tools, Mr. FSBO. And I want to give some of these tools to you to help you level the playing field with agents that have listed homes near you, and they have tools that you don't have. These are going to help you to go out and get the same type of buyers these listing agents are getting. And I will never ask you to list your home with me. Guys, I'm condensing the whole speech into one little offer so you guys can hear. And so I have already a slate of things I want to give them, right? But how do I get that message to them? Oh, I'm glad you asked. So one of the first things that I do, I'm going to take you into, and y'all have heard me preach it. And if you don't use what I use, but you like it, just find some direct mail company you can use. I use a company called Mailbox Power. And I'm getting ready to drop some videos because they have changed the game on direct mail, guys, in the last week. These guys have added some new software to the platform that I'm going to show it to you right now. You just can't get in most other places. And it's strictly designed to help you guys convert more deals. So if I come over here and I'm looking, let's say I'm looking at this. This is one of my automations for FSBOs, and let you look at it. So now that I've got the information from these FSBOs, and I've got email addresses, I've got phone numbers, I've got addresses, I've got it all. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to import, let's say of these 5, 3 of them are people that I think would be great for me. I'm going to import those 3 contacts within a minute into Mailbox Power. And then I'm going to start them with one click of a button on this 6-card campaign that goes for a month. They get a card, a card, a card, a card. And all of these cards progressively offer more and more value before, towards the end, we get to, if you haven't sold your home yet and you're thinking of a realtor, let's talk, right? So let me show you the first card to show you why this is so incredible. See, most of you out there are being told by the gurus to get on the phone and start cold calling, right? Imagine sending this to the FSBO. First of all, it'll have their name on it. Jim, get a free marketing boost for your home sale. I'll provide you with a free website, color flyers, access to our large 39K member Facebook group to show off your home, and an info tube. Guys, that's that little red tube. I bought 12 of them. I'll give them one with a caveat that if they sell without me or if they sell, they give it back to me. I'll give it to them. And by the way, I also, the color flyers that we give them, they can put in their info tube. And they can put that info tube on the yard at no cost. So it has their name on it. It has an offer. I'm giving them a free ebook that I created called the FSBO Bible. And then right here, guys, here's the first part of the technology. It's going to, once I put the first and last name of this contact and their address, this software will automatically pull a Google Street image of their home. So on their card, their name and their house, which increases my conversion rates because they're not going to throw this away like they do all the other boring real estate cards. It's got their home on it, right? And then on the back of the card, choose your ideal marketing mix and get free exposure. Now, guys, you see where I'm coming at now with this card? I am trying to give them the ability to have some things to offset competing with listing agents. I have not asked them to list with me. I'm giving a lot of value. Here's all the stuff they're going to get. Now, watch this. Scan QR code to get all my free tools. You see where it says dynamic QR code? So here's the next game changer that this company has just added in the last week to our platform. I'm going to put on this QR code, and let's just go like this. I just saw something I need to fix. There we go. So on this QR code, I'm going to attach a website to it. And I'll show you what it is. When somebody scans that QR code, I'm instantly going to get a text message that Jim Smith at 123 Granite Bay just scanned your QR code on your FSBO card, number 1, number 2, whichever. In real time, I'm going to know who's scanning my QR codes. So then I just go to my list that I got from My Plus Leads, and I find Jim Smith at Granite Bay, and I got his email, and I have his phone. So I might pick up the phone or send him a quick email. Jim, thank you for scanning that code. Kelly here. I hope you enjoy the new tools. Go ahead and click the link and put in the exact tools you want, and I'll have them to you by tomorrow. Or I could just call him, right? So that card, that's number 1 card that goes out. Again, this is a trackable QR code. They now have that ability. Now to show you, let me save. To show you how powerful this is, let me go back to the automations. It allows me on each of these cards to put a different website, a website that has something to do with that particular message of the card as the QR code. So if you'll look, if I go to the first card and edit, here is the website from the QR code. So check this out, guys. Here's where they're going. It's a video of me talking about all these tools. Thanks for watching. My name is, look at the link for free tools. So they can get on my calendar, or they can scroll down here and get on my calendar. Either way, they can email me directly. They can get all my tools. So if they click get all my tools, here's the free tools site. They just have to pick what they want. And they get them, and they put that information in. And guess what? Now I'm going to send them their free tools. And then they can get my free FSBO ebook called the FSBO Bible right there. Guys, I'm just showing you the possibilities that you can do, right? So going back to Mailbox Power, all I have to do, now I don't have to send them to that site that I just went to. If I wanted to send them to a home evaluation, I just put my home evaluation link, and the QR code now is trackable, right? So let's go back to FSBO Prime. I'll show you one more example while I'm in this. That's for the for sale by owner. By the way, if you like what you just saw, comment below. I'm going to put in the pinned comments the free trial for My Plus Leads, and I'll give you a link to get a special offer on Mailbox Power. And if you get it, I have over 70 cards I'll send you in 9 different niches, right? One of them being FSBO. Here's an example of an expired card that I send out. Might as well show it to you while we're here. I'm going to break this down on another video. But guys, check this out. Imagine sending this to an expired. Number 1, automatic Google Street View. So their home is going to go on their card automatically. Trackable, scannable QR code. Jim, I know the exact reason your home didn't sell. Want to know what it is? Scan the QR code. There's the card. That, guys, is how you do this. Now, there's one more. Let me tell you one more way that you guys can dominate FSBOs to get them as buyers. I'm going to show you one more tool. Now, you need to reach out to your lender, your mortgage company, and ask them if they give something called a, it's called Home IQ. It's very similar to HomeBot. I actually prefer this one better, but let me show you how powerful this is. So I'm going to share my whole screen. So the next thing that I can do, guys, is I have this, and let me see. Here we go, right here. There we go. Let me go up here. I'm going to go to actually not going to share screen. Okay, so if I go here to homeowners and I want to create a report, guys, here's what it looks like. All I have to do is come over here to My Plus Leads, click the FSBO, find the FSBOs here that I want to send a report to, come back over here, put in their information. When I click it, it will send them by email a killer home evaluation report. They call it a home equity. It's extremely accurate. They then give them a whole section of an estimated net sheet, including whatever commissions you charge. And then at the bottom of that, it lets them know that once a month, they're going to get an email just like that, that will inform them of any equity changes on their house. What a tool. So again, FSBOs, buyer leads, guys. So here's what you do. You reach out to the FSBO. Mr. FSBO, my name is, I'm with, I know by now you've got a lot of realtors calling you to list your home. Am I correct? Oh my God, yes. I'm so tired of you guys. We're trying to sell our home. I get it. Let me make a statement. I think you guys should try and sell your home on your own without a realtor. What do you think about that? Has any other agent shared that with you? No. Well, listen, I know in this market it can be tough. I would like to show you why I'm different and how I'm different. So guys, here's number one. I want to give you access to the same tools that I use as a listing agent. When I take a home, these are the tools that I use to get my home sold quickly. I want to give them to you as a for sale by owner, no strings attached. I will never ask you to list your home with me. I want to give them to you. These tools are going to include, and then whatever it is you guys want to offer them, guys. I have my own set. You have your set. Once they see that you're for real, you can also then put in that value added proposition. And guys, I also wanted you to know that I am a different kind of realtor. Sometimes you can get some really interesting phone calls from like investors or agents, and maybe you don't quite know if it's a good deal for you or if it's, you're confused by the offer. Simply save my information, Mr. FSBO. Reach out to me. We'll do a quick Zoom. While I'm not your agent and I'm not a lawyer, I will give you my opinion. If you say you have an offer, I will go through that with you and let you know some things to look out for. This would be invaluable information for you as you are selling your home and maximizing your profits and making sure that you're not going into contract with something that's going to hurt you. I will give you my opinion. I also recommend hooking up with a good attorney in town, but I will offer that service to you. Now, can I ask you something, Mr. FSBO? And guys, here's the hammer. When you guys sell your home, are you buying another one? Now, this is where you're going to get them as the agent for them. Well, yeah, we're thinking about buying another home. Well, can I ask you something? Are you working with a buyer agent right now that can help you and assist you? Well, no, we're just kind of look. Would you give me another 5 minutes and share with you what I do for the families that entrust me to work with them and what I do to help them not only save money, but gain access to an amazing amount of homes? Well, sure, go ahead. And then you tell them what you do that's different. I have my own, and I'm not going to tell you what they are right now. I have my own value-added propositions as to why they should work with me. But guys, that's it. I just wrapped up this whole thing into a nice little ball for you. You need to think for sell by owners as your next buyer lead. And if you reach out to them, like I've suggested on this video, go back and rewatch it if you have to. Your approach is going to be so different. Everybody else over here is trying to get them to list. I got a buyer. Are you interviewing aggressive agents? Those agents are playing what we call a war of attrition. They're waiting. They're calling enough times to wait to see if it's that one part of the one day that they're like, yes, just come list my home, sell it, right? I don't want to play that game. It's just too stressful, and I've got to be on the phone banging them away. No. Play, everybody over here, you go over there, play the game of, I want to help you. I'm not going to ask you to list with me. Here's what I want to do for you. By the way, I'm also here if you have a question, or if you are confused about an offer, or if you don't know if it's a valid offer. Because guys, explain to them. They're going to get investment companies wanting to give them an offer. And these offers are chocked full of language that can hurt them. So be their buddy. Do not have the anticipation to list their home, because if you feel like, oh, I'm going to get them as a list, they're going to smell it. Go into it with, I'm not listing their home. I'm going to be their buyer agent. If they decide to list with an agent, who you think they're going to list with? You got it. You just provide massive value. And guys, I'm telling you, in your area, there are 2 closings a month you are missing right now by not doing this strategy. What'd you think about that, guys? Is that not easy? Is that not refreshing? Do you feel like you have removed the stress of that salesy bull crap? Now you are truly doing what you got into real estate for, being a helper to your client. Guys, this strategy is awesome. Look below the video. If you want the direct mail that I do, where you can track every QR code scanned and you can implement the Google Street View, which I'm telling you, if you send the FSBO a card with all these offers and their name is on the front of it and the picture of their house, your conversion rates just went through the roof. And if your QR codes are being scanned, you're being told instantly in real time when somebody scans it, your conversion rates literally are going to 10x what you've been doing. Does this make sense? So if you want the Mailbox Power program that I have, look below. I'll give you my link. They're offering a special right now. You'll get all of my cards. I've already done the FSBO cards, the expired cards. Guys, I'm not even telling you what I'm doing with geofarming. Wait till you see what I do. I'm going to be putting just this on my YouTube channel. If you want the My Plus leads, either go to myplusninja.com or look for the link below. Get your 30-day free trial. Now you're going to have access to leads, sales, emails, names, addresses daily. You're going to have access to direct mail. And if you want that My Home IQ, write that down. Just reach out to some lenders in your town, or go to myhomeiq.com, hit their contact me button, and find out what lender near you offers it. You can get that whole thing for free. Start emailing these reports to these FSBOs. Let them have that. So between your direct mail, your emails, the Home IQ, and then pick up the phone after about a week or 2 of reaching out to them and just simply introduce yourself, not as a listing agent, but as a helper. Make sense? All right, look below, get the links, get on this thing, and start working these FSBOs for your next group of buyer leads. And guys, literally, I don't care what area you are in the United States, you are 1 to 2 closings a month with this strategy, and you are not pressuring or cold calling your way into oblivion. You are doing what you got in this business for. All right, drop comments below. Tell me what you think about this. And I'm about to drop some new and exciting direct mail videos. I'm going to show you what Mailbox Power just did to their systems to completely change the game for direct mail. All right, I appreciate you, and I can't wait to hear your comments.